Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, and we are back for another monthly edition of the Whales Log. Just as a little bit of warning at the beginning of this video, I've actually got a fair bit to say, so this video might actually be a bit of a longer video. What I'm actually going to do is I'm probably going to record this video into in two separate segments-ish, depending on how long I talk or how long I feel like I'm going to talk for. Because now with the Dante's event, as you guys can see right there, right next to where I'm tapping, Dante's event and the America event that's going to come out, well, not really an event, it's just the next singularity that's going to come out, which is E Pluribus Unum, and finally Jalter's event, which I predict is going to be at the end of March, if not the end of March, like maybe very early April. We'll see what exactly they do with that, but because those three events are naturally very big, they're huge for NAFGO, as they probably were for JP as well. So yeah, I just want to share my thoughts on those events and how I'm personally going to try to prepare for those, and what I'm going to do for those, what have you, and of course talk about what's going on my own account and what my plans are for events and servants and skills and whatnot. So let's get to it. So this month we had Kara no Kyokai and Dante's events. Those two were like the biggest events that we've had so far. Well, that and Valentine's, of course. So Valentine's, Dante's, and K&K. So those three events were the predominant events of February. And luckily, I can still say that I have every single servant in the game. Where's Sabershiki? Sabershiki's up there. Amakusa is down here. There he is. And Dante's is right there. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see, is there anyone else? There was a Stolfo. I know there was a Stolfo. Stolfo's down here too. Right down here. Right there. And as usual, I have everyone maxed, as per the norm. And except Stolfo's skills are still at 444 because yeah, I'm not very motivated to get his skills leveled right now. Maybe sometime in the future, but not now. But luckily, for me anyway, I can still say that I have every single servant in the game. And I plan to keep it that way, hopefully. As long as I don't pull another Jack again, which I really hope I don't. But hopefully that won't be the case, like I just said. So yeah, still continuing this streak of every single servant in the game, all of them maxing out as much of their skills as possible. Dante's as an Avenger obviously needs a whole bunch of different kinds of essential materials and whatnot in order to level skills, because that's just how Avengers are. Amakusa too, because he's just a ruler, but his skill leveling and his essential material order are a little bit different from Jean's, because Jean goes knights and then cavalry class in that order, alternating. But Shiro goes in the exact opposite way. He goes cavalry materials and then knight materials in that order. So thankfully, because of that, I actually managed to get his skills up to level 6 each, if I can check real quick. Right there. And the reason for that is obviously because I don't have any more Lancer gems. I believe, if I recall correctly, we're supposed to be getting a half AP half. What the hell was that kind of an accent? We're supposed to be getting a half AP training grounds event, which is going to be huge because then that's a good time for me to stock up on like Saber gems, Lancer gems, and shit like that. Like gems of these kinds that I really need. Like everything else, I kind of already I've got a good supply of, except for archers, sabers, and lancers. For some reason, I don't seem to have enough of those. Actually, it's not for some reason. I actually know why. It's because I've been doing Rider dailies consistently for every single class in the game except for the knight classes, with the exception of, again, saber classes, because I do 30 AP, not 40 AP, so I don't get a lot of saber cookies there. But lately, that's not been the case. But whatever, I digress. So, right now, in terms of like shifting gears, let's just select on Dante's picture because I know a lot of people like him. right now, like I said, the next couple of events that are going to be like the predominant events in March are, first off, Dante's event, naturally, it's the one that's going on right now, and followed by that is going to be the release of America. Now, the release of America is huge because not only does it introduce, it's another Grail, it's another story, more service and all that, but also more relevant to what I do, which is farming all the time, as you guys probably know. There's going to be new farming nodes. There's going to be a node where Wyvern Island is no longer going to be the top tier Fang node that you could farm. Thank God, because I know some of you hate that place because sometimes it just doesn't give you any Fangs sometimes. And there'll be another node where you can go to farm Dragon Fangs a lot more efficiently. I think it's like 67 or 68%. It's a lot better than Wyvern Island, but even then that node was like a 50% chance of getting Fangs anyway. And you can get, like I said, you can get more new essential materials like the war horn, the immature war horse's horn, some bullshit like that. You can get the black tar. You can get the bloodstone tear. And I believe there's another one that I'm forgetting because I'm dumb. So, alright, sorry about that. I was a little bit interrupted there in case you guys were wondering what that cut in the video was all about. So anyways, we're leaving, or continuing where I left off, which I think was talking about the next couple events with America. Like I was talking about before the cut, there are going to be a couple new nodes where you can farm the new essential materials, and those places are going to be like the only places that you can farm those new rare essential materials for a long while. So I'm going to be grinding my ass off once America hits for those essential materials. And one of the major reasons for that is because of Jalter, who's coming at the end of the month. So America is kind of like the prep phase, the last little surge of the prep phase that I'll have to do for Jalter, because I do kind of want to have her max skilled, or at least get her skills all the way up to level 9 and max level and all that stuff. The only things that I'm missing for her right now for Jalter are the materials that aren't even released in the game yet at the time of this video recording. So she needs like 10 bloodstone tears. Don't quote me on this, I could be completely wrong, but she needs like some bloodstone tears, and then she needs like some other essential material that I'm forgetting because it's slipping my mind right now. So literally that's it. It's the only things that I'm missing, the ones that aren't even in the game yet, because I just can't physically farm for them. If I could, I'd probably be done by now, and I'm not even kidding when I say that. So that I'm also deciding on whether or not I want to go all out in MP5 Jalter, because peer pressure and memes and everyone wants to be a edgy Jalter fag waifu and whatever. So yeah, lots of things to consider on my end, whether or not I'm really gonna MP5 her or not. That and the Da Vinci itself, or the Da Vinci event rather itself, is also going to be huge because of the heart node there, which I'm sure many of you have heard rumors about the heart node there being extremely good and just hearts literally just dropping from the sky in that event. That and there's a lotto, cause with horseshoes, and you know I'm gonna grinding the hell out of that, cause I want to get Billy the Kid's skills all maxed out and shit. And yeah, this month is gonna be crazy. This month is definitely gonna be pretty insane with all the amount of farming that we'll be doing. At least for me. I know a lot of other people will be doing plenty of farming on their end too. But yeah, lots of things to look forward to in March, which is a good thing. Because new content is always good. So that is my account. I'm still hanging on to these foes down here. If my game will load. I'm still holding on to these foes down here in my gift box. These are the ones that you get from the Mana Prison shop. The reason for that is because I'm not really too sure who I want to give them to yet. I don't really want to give him to Dante's because he's only MP1, and as much as I do like Dante's myself, even though I'm not as hardcore of a Dante's fanboy as some of you, I don't know. I feel like I'll probably reserve them for either like Florence or maybe even Jalter herself. I'm sure the Da Vinci shop also sells extra foes. Don't quote me on that though, because again I could be very wrong about that. But if they do, or if they don't, that's why I'm reserving my foes, so I can give them to Jalter right away. in case the Da Vinci shop, for whatever reason, does not have extra 3-star foes. So, yeah, that's really about it. I didn't talk for as long as I felt like I would. Interesting. Let's make this video longer. Let's check out my servant skills right now. Ah, right, so I was going to talk about skills. So, I took a look at a spreadsheet that I have access to in one of the FGO discords that count the number of lures that you get per event, like in chronological order, and given that, I'll probably max out. I'm going to definitely max out Waver's last skill here with the lore that you get at the end of Dante's event. So he'll be done by the time I finish Dante's event. No questions asked. The other ones that I want to get started on, or not really started on, the other ones that I want to round out are definitely Matthew's. Yes, I do call her Matthew. Get triggered. People have been telling me, oh, step your game up, senpai, because your Matthew skills aren't at level 10 already. Well, sorry about that, because it's not like I didn't use all my other extra lores on basically all these other people. Let's see, I think we have 18 lores so far in this game, or 20 I think it is. Something like that, like 20 or so. Or is it 19? 19 right now, and then we get 20 with Dante's event or something. Yeah, there's 3 right there. I know I've used up all my lures already, so 3, 6, 9, 12, who else? 15, because I used them on Ku. And then Drake has 2 of them. Drake has 2 of them, and then Waver has 2 of them, so 19 total, right? So this extra lore that's coming up is going to give us 20 total in the game. So, yeah, the next couple of lures after I'm done with Waver's skills, the next couple of lures are going to go to Matthew. Actually, it's probably not going to go to Matthew first. I'm going to do Uriel's first, I think. Yeah, her skills definitely, and then Orion's, probably in the other way around. I'll probably do Orion's events, or not events, I'll level Orion's skills. I should call her Artemis, really, shouldn't I? And then Uriel's, so I get to be completely prepared for Camelot, and then go down to Matthew's skills and round that out. I'm not really too sure who else's skills I want to go after next. Maybe Hans, maybe. I'll have to get more horseshoes for him, though, in the meantime. And Pages for sure, but Da Vinci's event will handle that, no problem. So I'll probably go after Hans's skills as well. Hans's skills. And then what the remaining lures before Camelot, not sure. Oh, right, definitely Herc's as well. Herc's skills, because I want to get his skills up to 10-10-10 before Solomon. But we've got plenty of time until Solomon, so I'm not really too worried about that. So, yeah. Also, I summoned this Martha while I was rolling for Drake. She was actually my 3rd ticket roll during my salty pulls for Dante's. So, yeah. The reason why I'm keeping her and I've locked her is because I want to reserve her until Jalter's event, and then I'm going to burn her as a catalyst on stream for Jalter. Because initially, I was like, well, if I get spooked by Jean, beyond MP5, so if I get an MP6 Jean, I'll keep her instead, and I'll burn her on Da Vinci's event to use as a catalyst. Well, that's probably not going to happen, because obviously pulling a random John out of fucking nowhere is very unlikely, and I'm not gonna burn my current John because fuck you. Her skills are all at 999. I'm not gonna burn her, because god, that's what, how many hours of heart farming during Saber Wars? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I'm definitely she's a keeper. She's a keeper for sure. So instead, I decided to kind of compensate for that and keep this Martha, because Martha's a saint too. I guess I'll just have to burn any saint for Jalter. And yes, my own Martha is indeed already MP5. Don't believe me? I'll show you. Don't believe me? Just watch. There you go, MP5. So I don't have any problems burning her. Or an MP10. How many extra copies of Martha have I gotten throughout FGO anyway? Not sure. Either way. So I think that just pretty much wraps up this Wales vlog. Hopefully it didn't run. I don't think it ran as long as I thought it would, but it's probably still a long video nonetheless, because I tend to ramble on and on about things and start wasting time, which a lot of you probably have already noticed. So yeah, before I end the video, I would just like to let you guys know that I'm working on a couple other videos that will be posted soon-ish. They'll probably come out after Dante's event. I'll probably try to get started working on the editing on them, because I've been working on the scripts for them. The scripts are done. I just need to do the voice lines or the rehearsing, I guess I should say. Is that the technical term for voice for the voice acting stuff? It's not even voice acting; it's just voiceovers. And and I'll probably try to get them out after Dante's event. I'll have to rely on the fact that the possibility that we're getting a week break before after Dante's event and before the America chapter gets released, so that that's kind of like a dead period where I'm free to upload videos and concentrate on video making during that little week, and give you guys some content before America comes out and I go into my little hibernation hole, or dive back into the deep blue sea like the true farming whale that I am, to farm the ever-living hell out of America. But that's it. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.